Hello Sagittarius, this is your unsugar-coated reading from the 15th of March until the 31st of March. So let's have a look here what we've got for this time frame. Sagittarius, a little bit challenging I feel, okay, in terms of relationships and love. I feel, oh, what do I feel? I'm going to pop my glasses on here and I'm just taking this right off the bat, the energies that I get here, okay. So bear with me as I link in. Somebody, you feel like you've been messed about here, messed around, and I feel there is a sense here of a misunderstanding you. This person does not want to understand you. They want to believe what they first, their kind of ideology of you, if that makes sense. So they don't want to know the real you. And the more you express the real you, the more this person tries to deny that you're actually. I get this person is trying to deny your feelings, trying to deny that you're a human being with feelings. That's, you know, that you're like an object. Can I say that? Like an object, and you're not an object. There's an object. Anyway, objects. I get objects here. Right, is this person taking responsibility? There is love. I do feel there is love here, but this person does not does not want to know the real you. You know, I've got you, Sagittarius, very kind of enthusiastic, outgoing, quite entrepreneurial type. This person does not want to see you. I get this sense of hiding from this for now, hiding yourself from this for now. You know, I do feel that you should be able to express yourself authentic from your authentic self here, but there's this obstacle here. This person will not allow you to, you know, be that person who you are. You know, that's who you are. I don't get it. I don't get this. Why this person is trying to bend you to be something you're not. Here there is a lack of money too around your situation. There's a lack of money, there's a lot of financial pressures here for some of you, okay. I think this is at the bottom of all of this, is this is affecting your relationship. I get financial issues, or if you're in a relationship, we'll go into singles shortly, okay. This is interrupting your relationship, is this financial situation, but you know, causing anxiety. I get the other person feels anxious about this financial situation. And this may cause some kind of use of alcohol, smoking, vices, that kind of thing. I get somebody who doesn't cope with pressures. And they can be quite reckless. When they can't cope with pressures, they can be quite reckless in terms of drinking, drugs, and that kind of thing. And they can start to lie. When they get overwhelmed by anxieties, they start to lie. They become a bully. They lose their temper. And I see you stay quite calm in situations where there's a lot of pressure. This person tips over the edge quite quickly. Now, you know, we could all do this. We could all go crazy if we get the first sign of, you know, pressure or anxiety or worry. But this person goes very quickly into this kind of, you know, this adrenaline mode, and they can't, and it's overwhelming for them. You know, this is what you have to deal with, Sagittarius. You're sitting there quite calmly while this person, which is a normal situation to be in, if say a bill comes in, or you may owe a little bit of money, you know, things may be tight for a little while, this person, you kind of try to ride through these difficulties. But this other person, it could be anything, it's not necessarily money, but you kind of ride through these difficulties. This other person tends to become overwhelmed by them, and they will lash out, okay? And you're trying to cope with this anyway. You're trying to cope with this. I'm trying to cope with this. I know it's difficult. I know we don't have the money. I know we're struggling. I know we've got these problems. I know we've got these. I'm being accountable for this. I am doing the best I can here. And I'm trying to keep it all together. But if somebody's putting the pressure on you because they can't deal with this overwhelming anxiety, then that kind of triggers you off. And then you kind of, you know, can you not talk to me like that? Can you not shout at me like that? I know we've got problems. I know we've got to deal with this. I know we've got to deal with that, but please don't. And then this kind of escalates the other person. You know, it kind of, you know, explodes kind of thing. So it's kind of trying to, I don't think you can prevent this. This person, this is when this person goes into this kind of destructive lifestyle. It's when there is anxieties, because they cannot juggle their emotions. And you kept saying, don't worry, don't worry, don't panic, don't shout, and all this. But I get this person like a headless chicken. They don't know where to run. So they go for the drink, the smoking, the drugs, and all of this, addictions. I guess this is where you can't cope here, Sagittarius, with this relationship. If it is a relationship, here it could be a family member. It could be a family member. You do care for them, they do care for you, but there is these issues of this person really cannot cope with just some slight imbalance, but a normal person with a normal kind of strength and mentality would try to ride through this, okay? I feel you try to explain this all the time. When somebody's got high anxieties, you try to explain this over and over again. And it says, I've just explained that. I've just explained to you, and I've just explained that, you know. There could be a difficult employer, and it could also be work. Somebody's undermining your efforts here. I've got the Three of Pentacles. No matter what you do, how much hard work you put in, this person, you know, overrides your efforts. And or this could be a partner of yours. You're trying to put effort into this relationship, but this person is not listening to what's been said, you know, and not taking it on board of what's been said and filtering this. It just seems to be bouncing off them, and you're saying, you know, keep calm. Why are you getting like this? You know, Yeah, I think you've hit rock bottom here with this person. This person has an inability to monitor their own emotions. They can be quite selfish too, and they do get bored very, very easily. Okay, I've got the Hangman in reverse. And now it seems like you're, you know, somebody who's, you know, it seems like just because you're being calm and you're trying to ride the storm does not mean that you're not worried about this situation. But this other person just wants you to feel like they do, this overwhelming crisis, when you don't, you know, you're trying to cope with it in your own way, whatever this is. This is just making you feel very uncomfortable, you know, because there's a lot of issues here, like, you know, I am dealing with it my own way. If you want me to be like you, then if I be like you, which is uncontrollable emotions, when I'm trying to keep an even keel here, then I won't be able to cope. So one of us has got to cope here. I do get this other person reaching for vices, drink, cigarettes, dope, whatever, and you're trying to ride it through this storm. It could be anything. It could be anything, you know. Trying to kind of day by day, trying to sort this out kind of feeling. But this person's making you feel very uncomfortable by their intenseness of this reaction. And you're the type of person, you're Sagittarian, you bounce back, you know, you bounce back. And this is what this other person doesn't like about you, that you so easily, you just bounce and bounce back. And the thing is that what you attract, you know, what you give out, you attract. So if you're going through a bad time and a hard time here, and you're faced by all these difficulties, if you project that you're, you know, if you project that I'm so lucky, things work out in the end for me, I'd be very positive about this, things will work out, they'll work out for the better, you know, you're going to attract that back because it's law of attraction. But if you're going to adopt this other person's frustration of like, oh, everything goes wrong, there's all the tower around us, it's all crumbling down, nothing goes right, we never can seem to get things right, very destructive kind of way, then that's the kind of thing you're going to attract, you know. So this other person that's destructive does not, you know, does not like the calm ability that you have to ride the storm. And this is where you're thinking, this person's not on the same page as me. They're not strong like me too. They don't have the ability. It's not a matter of being strong, it's how to manage your emotions. And this person, you know, you're much more evolved than this other person, and you're beginning to realise, how am I going to be a partner in crime with this person in life, to get through life, if this is the way it's going to be every time we, you know, it's a big travesty every time that we hit some kind of, you know, barrier. You know, how am I going to be successful with this person who does this? I think this is all in the mix. So I get this energy swirling around during this kind of, I think you need, there's a sense of silence here to, okay, this is what I've got here, this is what I've got to work with. It's hard enough having to cope with this anyway without this extra kind of drama. So there's all this swirling around in this time frame. So, I've got the Five of Cups here, Sagittarius. Yeah, you keep saying, sorry about that little blip. You keep saying it's time to move forward. Let's look at it like this. The cup is half full, then half empty kind of thing. And change perspective. Please change perspective. You know, yes, we have to finish this, but let's change the perspective here. And we'll learn from this in time. But this, you know, it's trying to educate this person who just can't see this. And they just, I get like an instant gratification kind of society. If you don't get it now, then I don't want it, kind of thing. Oh, it's like throwing your toys out of the pram. I can't have this now. I don't want it anymore. I'm sick of this. Please take it away from me. I'm bored of this. It's boring, and all of this. The Five of Cups in reverse is looking at it in a different way, and you're trying to get this person to do that, but they find it difficult too. Yeah, there's a resistance to change. They don't want to change. This person does not want to change. There's a time of difficulty, and it's this card here, which is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This person is blocking their own kind of progression because of the way they think. And it's like, yes, there's a time of difficulty. Yes, we need to trust in eventually we will find happiness and fulfillment despite the adversity that we're going through here. But this person resists to change. And as I said, how can you work with somebody like that? You are the lady in this relationship. Okay. Collapsing under the strain. So the whole reason for this drama is because somebody is collapsing under the strain of this. I think it might be you, because they're trying to, you know, all they want you to do is feel like they feel. I go crazy, I blow up in a big rage if I can't get things right. And you're thinking, well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what tomorrow brings. And it's like, that's not good enough. They want you to rage and stampede and all of this and throw things around and just be like them when you're not like that, you know. So there is this sense that this, either you're collapsing under the strain of this, or the other person is collapsing under the strain of this. And I feel there's nothing you can do about it, because, you know, they may say, what about this, what about that, we've got to sort this out, this is happening now and that's happening now, and you're saying, okay, we'll deal with that, we'll get through that, and this person say, no we won't, you're just saying that, and you know, and well, you know, and it's just not working for you, because it feels like this is just attracting negativity. And you're you know, Sagittarius are known for being optimistic. Sagittarians are known for being attracting, you know, optimism and joy and enthusiasm, because that's what it's about. It's about what you give out, you receive. And Sagittarians are good at giving out optimism, you know, enthusiasm, you know, being quite high about things naturally. When other people are struggling around them, they find it very difficult to understand you, Sagittarius. Where does that come from? How can you be like that when everything's crumbling around you? I don't get it. Why aren't you screaming like the rest of us? So that's your time frame, that's your reading. Okay. So if you'd like your own personal reading, please give me an email. My email address is here at the bottom, and I will send you my, you know, I will send you my tariff and my email. I have got at a glance the tariff at the bottom, which is a discounted tariff for March, if you're interested. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, Sagittarius. Keep being who you are. Keep being that. And I do get you're doing this kind of silently. I did get silently here. This silent optimism instead of being exuberant on the surface. This silent optimism that keeps you going on a day-to-day basis. And not kind of just listening but not really taking it in what this other person negativities around you. Okay, so sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and good luck. Good luck, Sagittarius, as it's going to be a little bit challenging the next 2 weeks. Okay, bye bye.